I absolutely hated and still hate the feeling of walking around in public and feeling like an easy target. And it makes it more embarrassing because I do have a big frame and could seem intimidating to some people, being 6'1.5" and around 86 kilograms, when in reality, I am an easy target. And for the longest time, I've been wanting to get into combat, so that I could feel like at least a bit of a man, and know that I could defend my loved ones even somewhat. So I have got into it recently, and this is what I have learned from it so far. Firstly, you feel a lot more confident and secure in yourself. And even more so than if you had a strong and muscular body. And I'm sure everybody would agree with me on this. And here's exactly why. A strong and muscular body is more of a status symbol, something that makes you seem more important or attractive, whereas learning combat and knowing how to fight isn't nearly as much of a status symbol, but is much more something that gives you security. Having a strong and muscular body without knowing how to fight is like owning a Ferrari that doesn't have any locks or any safety features. Sure, it's nice and attractive, but if someone wanted to steal from it or just fuck it up, they could do that without any resistance. The same way you would get robbed or fucked up without any resistance because you don't know how to fight. The importance of feeling confident, secure and knowing how to defend yourself gets amplified 10 times when you live somewhere that isn't really safe. I wouldn't say I live in a bad place, but something bad could happen to me if I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time and I'm not careful. And you'd only be fooling yourself if you thought you were 100% safe and weren't even a little bit anxious about something bad happening to you. And even though I'm the definition of a beginner, having thrown some punches at a DIY punching bag and having watched some videos on punching, that gives me at least a little bit of hope, because I know that maybe with some luck and good timing, I could get out of a bad situation without ending up unconscious on the floor. Once you understand and accept the cruel reality of this world, you will be constantly anxious until you learn how to defend yourself. Secondly, learning combat with a weapon teaches you respect and patience. You respect the danger and the potential harm of the weapon, and you be patient with it. And if you be patient and respectful when learning combat with a weapon, that will of course extend out into real combat. And I think that being respectful and patient are one of the most important things when it comes to being good at combat and winning a fight. Everybody has seen the professional or amateur fights where the better or more confident fighter gets cocky. And because he's getting cocky, he disrespects his opponent by putting his guard down. But the opponent stays patient, keeps finding openings, and ends up winning the fight. And that's where you see the when showboating goes wrong types of videos. And patience could be easily understood as well, because combat and fighting is a game of seconds, if not milliseconds. If you swing at the wrong time, you open yourself up for half a second, and in that half a second, you could get hit. But if you slip at the right time, you create an opening for half a second, and then you can hit. Basically, patience is a form of staying grounded, because things could be going bad, or not going at all, and you would still wait patiently for the opportunity to open and take it. Not a lot of people can do that, but if you can do that, that will put you ahead of the game. But in the end, learning combat, learning how to fight and defending yourself are all forms of self-improvement, and that's why I started it in the first place. And like I said, I made a DIY punching bag and I genuinely enjoy hitting it and working up a sweat. And I bought nunchucks and I've been practicing handling them as well. There will never be a time where I don't benefit from doing something productive or good, because I will either learn the right thing, improve and gain success, and learn the wrong thing, understand what not to do, and learn from that. And that will be infinitely more beneficial than only learning things. Put into practice, learn, make mistakes, and learn even more. Click and watch this video right now. Put in enough time and attention, because that will make anything into reality.